जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्ति।
Paramahamsa Nityananda, a compelling spiritual force of our millennium, founder of an international socio-spiritual movement, pioneer of a modern Vedic Renaissance, born in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India, a yogi by birth, fearless spiritual explorer, beacon of divine power, Paramahamsa Nityananda is today an inspiration for millions on the path. Adept in ancient mystical yogic sciences, researcher of the science of spirituality, Guru for enlightenment. Every year, Paramahamsa Nityananda shares with over 10 million people worldwide the treasures of his wisdom, the joy of his laughter, and the incomparable power of his initiation. Now, Paramahamsa Nityananda reveals the secrets of living enlightenment. Join us for an unforgettable spiritual experience.
सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। सर्वधर्मप्रणेतारं सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। वेदवेदान्तसंवेद्यं देवदेवी स्वरूपम्।
Krishna, with a smile as though reminding him that he is not conscious of the truth, said these words to Arjuna, who was in sorrow, standing between the two armies. It's again a description, the verse which describes the scene. Here the word Bharata, through this word he is addressing Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is from the Bharata Vamsa, Bharata's lineage. So, he is saying, O Bharata, the indweller of all beings, Krishna, with a smile, said these words to Arjuna, who was in sorrow, standing between the two armies. It's a description of the whole scene. Only when you stand between the two armies, you can see both sides. If you are already on one side, you can't see both sides. Only if you are standing between the good and bad, you can see both. If you are already on the side of the good, you will not know all the bad things happens because of good. If you are already on the side of bad, you will not know all the good things happen by the bad. It's not that all the things of the good is always good, all the things of the bad is always bad. Only when you are standing in between, you can see both. Otherwise, naturally, the confusion is the quality of your decision. Please understand, if you are on side, the confusion takes over you. Any decision you make in confusion naturally ends in a huge suffering. Even in your life, don't stand at any side. Whenever there is a war, of course, your whole life is a war. At least 10 Mahabharata war happens in your 24 hours. Don't jump to conclusion, rush, making decision. Small story. Husband calls home and the maid answers the phone. He says, "Can I speak to my wife?" She says, "No, she's upstairs in the bed with her boyfriend." He says, "Okay, go to the hall closet, take out my gun, go upstairs, shoot them both." Being a very loyal maid, she says, "Okay," and she picks up the phone after 5 minutes and says, "Okay, they are both dead. What should I do with the dead body?" He says, "Throw them in the pool and I will take care of them when I get home." She says, "We don't have a pool." He asks, "Is this 555 1234?" In hurry, sometimes you don't know. So don't make decisions in confusion and hurry. Stand between the good and bad. Only then you will be able to see both. This loyal maid, from her side, what she thought as good, she went ahead. But good as a 4-leg, always look down whether all that 4 legs are on proper basement. Sometime the good may be standing, lifting 2 legs. In that 2 legs, maybe bad is sitting below the legs. It is not that all good are always good, all bad are always bad. Having little patience is really important. Till now, he was not expressing his avataric mission, the incarnation hood. First, he was silent, like a psychiatric doctor, listening. Then, he was uttering 2-3 words like a friend. Then, only when Arjuna said, "Sishyasteham, I am your disciple," he is up and is expressing his Gurudam. Understand? When there is enough of disciplehood happening, disciplehood, I am using the word disciplehood, not enough disciples. There can be 10,000 disciples, but only 1 unit of disciplehood. There can be only 1 disciple, but 10,000 unit of disciplehood. Means the receptivity, disciplehood. When there is enough disciplehood, then lands an incarnation. If there are too many disciples but less disciplehood, an incarnation cannot express his purpose.
Discover the power of Kundalini awakening at Kalpataru, a unique full-day transformational program blessed personally by rare living incarnation Paramahamsa Nityananda. What is Kundalini? Kundalini is the tremendous potential energy hidden inside every individual, which can be awakened through initiation by an enlightened master. Once awakened, Kundalini has the power to transform every area of your life and bring you health, wealth, success, joyful relationships, and spiritual enlightenment. Harness the power of meditation and initiation. Experience a glimpse of Kundalini awakening at Kalpataru. Manifest your destiny. Every weekend at Nityananda Dhyanapeetham, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मज दुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्।
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय। शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवशरव्याय तपतया नो रुद्रमृडय या ते रुद्रशिवा तनोरघोरपापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुभाषन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचागशीः या विशृङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते विभष्ट्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसेः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदधिभक्ता प्रथमो दैव्यो विशगे अहेहश्च सर्वान् जम्बयन् सर्वाश्च यादुत्राण्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणपुत भभ्रस्सु मङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रुता सहस्रशो वै शागुं भेडयीमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय ईडुषे अतो ये अस्य सद्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरार्तियोर्जा याश्च ते हस्त इषवः परात भगवो वप अवदत्यरनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते सुरे निशीर्याणवागुं उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आमुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मेडुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुदरे नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिधे धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् दृढक्तो विश्वतः अधो ययिषुधिस्तपारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठमृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदा शिवाय शङ्कराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यवागवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पदये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पदये नमो नमः सस्मिञ्जराय त्रिशीमदे मदीनां पदये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय विव्याधिने नानां पदये.
See, for you to dance, you need a stage. For an incarnation to land and express the energy, you need real people filled with a disciplehood, being a disciple, being a receiver. People who are completely in receptivity. Only enough of people who are filled with receptivity. Even Master expresses his Gurudam, his great energy. So even for incarnation to express what he wants to express, proper disciples who are having the disciplehood, who are really in the mood of receiving, are required. Basic truth. Gita comes out only when the disciples are ready to receive, not till then. So Bhagavan starts speaking. You are grieving for those for who are not to be grieved for. You are speaking words that are not fit to be uttered by the wise. The wise grieve neither for those whose life has departed, nor for those whose life has not departed. What a words! Krishna just gives one statement. He is saying, you are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for. You are speaking words that are not fit to be uttered by the wise. The wise grieve neither for those whose life has departed, nor for those whose life has not departed. He straight away comes to the truth about the life and death. He says, you are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for. See, you should not understand this word in an ordinary sense, like you are grieving for your enemies who are ready to kill you. It's an ordinary meaning. But if you see the next words, Krishna is uttering, I don't see, he means in ordinary sense. You are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for. And you are speaking words that are not fit to be uttered by the wise. The wise grieve neither for those whose life has departed, nor for whose life has not departed. He is using a beautiful word. What do you mean by alive and dead? Let me define life. If your inner consciousness is awakened and goes on accumulating layers and layers of maturity, wisdom, by the rolling of time, it is life. Good or bad, layers of engrams makes you tired and old. Are you aging or growing? There are two different things. Aging, growing. If you are unconsciously, without any awareness, hitting time, any experience happens is accident. One guy goes to his boss and says, Sir, now I am married, increase my salary. The employer says, factory is not responsible for the accidents happen outside. A patient goes to hospital with bleeding head. Nurse is getting the details from him. Your name? Patient gives the name Santa. Nurse, birth date. Nurse is asking birth date. The patient gives the name, the date. And nurse asks, married? The patient says, no, car accident. Unconsciously, any encounter with the time is accident. Your very existence is accident. You are either already dead or waiting to die. That's it. There are millions of people who are already dead but not buried. These dead, not buried, they are only called bhutas. Krishna says, you are grieved for these people who are asuras, rakshasas. You are not to be grieved for these people.
क्या आप स्वयं एक अवतार पुरुष से अपने जीवन में दिव्य मार्गदर्शन चाहते हैं? प्रस्तुत करते हैं अवतार पुरुष से वार्ता।
Nityananda here.
परमहंस नित्यानंदा संसार को एक और अतुल्य और अनोखी भेंट दे रहे हैं।
You got practically everything and too much for a phone call.
अब वो लाइव किसी के भी प्रश्नों का उत्तर स्वयं देंगे।
Thanks. Great. No, you ask anything you want in your life. Ask me any boon you want.
8 से प्रारंभ। कुछ सौभाग्यशाली लोग जो 08027279999 पर फोन करेंगे, वो स्वयं स्वामी जी से बात कर सकते हैं। लाइव देखें NTV पर ntv.nityananda.org।
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nityananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nityananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nityananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
You need to at least stop the breathing, only then you can bury them. You can't directly bury. And so many millions of people, you will not even have time to bury. So you only have to give do a mass cremation. So you can't do mass cremation if they have the capacity to run. See, Krishna is not asking Arjuna to kill them. He says they are all already dead, just help me to stop their running so that I can do the mass cremation. End of the Mahabharata, that's what was done. The mass cremation was done. They are all already dead. None of them had inner awakening except Bhishma. Only Bhishma is the person who had inner awakening and he did not die in the war. He was put in deathbed. But he died only when he wanted. After the war was over, 56 days, he was lying on the deathbed in the war field. Only when the Uttarayana Punyagala started, he left the body. Krishna says, you are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for. And you are speaking words that are not fit to be uttered by the wise. There are many reasons to consider who is alive and who is dead. People who encounter the time with awareness every moment does not accumulate engrams. They accumulate maturity. Maximum time you are living inside your flesh and bones, see you are becoming mature. Either you grow or you age. Both does not happen simultaneously. One couple lived together for 60 years without a single argument. Their secret is they shared the same hearing aid. Both can't hear the same time. Same way, either you age or you grow. Both can't happen at the same time. living by aging or living by growing. People have their own reasons to live, their own reasons to love, their own reasons to be alive. A girl fell in love with a boy at second sight because at first sight she did not know he has a Rolls Royce. People have their own reason to fall in love, live. The engram-based love, engram-based life is not living. Krishna starts with a beautiful statement. See, the statement is so precise. I am not able to expand on the statement. I am not able to even comment on the statement. I only have to just repeat. He is so clear. The wise grieve neither for those whose life has departed, nor for those whose life has not departed. He is not even using the word dead, live. He is using the word life has departed or not departed. If you are growing, even death is life for you. Just a different part of your life. If you are aging, even life is a death for you. I know how many millions are dead but having big houses. Tomb with a key. You can't say they have houses. Tomb with a key. See, look back. How many of your houses have almost become like a graveyard? Silent. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Only those few steps, the late night, coming and slowly sneaking into the bed. And morning, neither he is there nor she is bothered.
The Ingenious program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the Ingenious program are directly under the guidance of enlightened Master Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Nityananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for inner linear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain yoga. Brain yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. Vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings. Life is a long examination. Whether you face it without engrams, every moment you face it without engrams is a success. Every moment you face with engrams is a failure. It's a long examination. I read a one-liner about examination. 3 ways to write exam. Look up for inspiration, look down for concentration, look around for information. For life also it is same. Look up for inspiration, look down for concentration, look around for information. Life is a long examination where every moment you spend with awareness, you are winning the game. Every moment you spend with unawareness, you lose the game. You are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for, and you are speaking words that are not fit to be uttered by the wise. The wise grieve neither for those whose life has departed, nor for those whose life has not departed. Whether you are with the body or without the body, wise never grieve for anybody. If somebody is wise, they know man whose inner awakening has happened, even if he is without the body, he is only growing. Man whose inner awakening has not happened, even he is with the body, he is only aging. So, they don't grieve for those who has departed, nor for those whose life has not departed. I think it is such a strong line. Thousands of meanings can be given to this line. Thousands of interpretations can be done to this line. I think thousands of times this line has to be repeated again and again internally. This line has to be repeated again and again and again in every situation of our life. So we understand every moment we spend with awareness is the moment you are growing. Start creating a diary for yourself. Today, how many hours I grew, how many hours I aged. If you count, every day morning 5 hours you grow during the sadhana. And after that, almost all the hours you age. Remember, every moment, are you growing or aging? Growing or aging? You are grieving for those who are not to be grieved for, and you are speaking words that are not fit to be uttered by the wise. The wise grieve neither for those whose life has departed, nor for those whose life has not departed. I leave you all with this one word, so that whole day you contemplate on this one word. Close your eyes and just sit with this one thought.
It has 2000 crore laws. I have decided that I myself going personally sitting in Pondicherry and going to do the relief work.
We are expected to reach at least 1 lakh people per day.